Modang! Chibi loves Modang. Alright, 3, 2, 1, boom.
I can find your house. I won't, but I could.
Please don't!
I did get this DM today with this YouTube link saying, I bet you can't find this iconic house. Naturally, I clicked it out of curiosity.
Okay.
Oh, not tonight, sweetie. You've had chef every night this week.
No, is this a Chef Boyardee ad? This is old as fuck. Oh my god! This is so old, man. Ravioli! Oh.
This is one of the most iconic commercials of my childhood, and I thought it would be fun, and I just watched it for the first time, and I think it's very doable. I think I could find almost every shot in this video in sub 1 hour. So that's my goal today.
That is crazy.
Not only am I going to try and find this exact house, but I'm also going to try and track down the exact path of the Chef Boyardee can. Timer starts now. Alright, so when I was watching that for the
Don't freak with RAINBOLT, man. He will find out where you live.
first time, a couple things stood out to me. The first thing that stood out to me was this house number right here. So we have 601. So that's going to be massive because we know that this house address is 601. And then about 10 seconds later in the commercial, we have on this trash bin 613. So that
he could probably identify what city the trash bins are from, because every city has distinctive trash bins, no?
the address of the street, you have to assume that this commercial was shot within the same neighborhood if both of these house numbers are so close to each other. So that's like probably the first lead that I have is 613 and 601 house numbers. And then let me rewatch. This I think is actually just
Isn't that the Golden Gate Bridge?
the Bay Bridge, which is kind of confusing for me. I'll explain that later. But I'm gonna confirm that this is a Bay Bridge real quick though, just to make sure. Let's see, Bay Bridge, pretty iconic. Yep, so we can see here the 50 right there is the speed limit sign 50, and we also have the road with the 50 on as well. But the reason why that's so confusing to me, if we go later on in the video, like this neighborhood does not look like the Bay Area to me. Like the only characteristic thing I think about the Bay Area for this is like it's rolling down.
Yeah, I don't know. The houses don't really look Bay Area-y, and there's not a bunch of fart smog. There's not a bunch of smog filled with the LA citizens' farts.
On a hill. This architecture, maybe you could see in like San Jose or something, but climate-wise it looks warmer, pretty sure. And two, like this bungalow-style housing, I kind of associate more with like Los Angeles. And of course also the context of it being a produced commercial. My biases towards Los Angeles is also heavy because any major production is probably more likely going to be in LA than it is going to be in San Francisco. So immediately I do think there is like a little bit of a storyline flaw here with the rolling of the can, because I don't think, unless they got their groceries in San Francisco and drove down to Los Angeles, I don't think this is a very chronological can so far, or at least the path of it rolling. Next step, I'm going to use this code that I used to find the Jack Harlow album cover, and instead I'm going to use it
This guy has a code?
For this. Basically, this tool allows me to scrape all of the house numbers, so I can only show myself house numbers in California here with 601 within, let's do 50 meters of a 613 house number. And then we can run this code, and we can see all of these red dots are 613 houses within 50 meters of 601. It should be one of these houses, but there is a lot of these. And I'm gonna start in LA with my bias of it being a commercial, and architecturally I don't think it could be.
Yo, he has this code out, right? You think some schizo probably took this and like used this for evil, nefarious purposes?
Definitely not downtown like Oakland or San Francisco. It could be something down here, but I think the Bay Bridge is kind of a red herring. I don't know why they would put that there, but that is my immediate thought here. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click one of these houses, go to its page, click directions to here, get its coordinates, and then I open up a new tab, and I can look at this review to see if it's that house. And I think it looks like we have 229 houses within this search in California, but I think if we cut that in half, it's gonna be like 100, and I think realistically it can really only be one of these in this area in California, specifically like a suburb of Los Angeles.
It's publicly available.
Please bear with me as I probably time-lapse me going through 613 houses in California.
Dude! Is this fun to him? This must be fun for
Something
him.
that I do want to look out for too is it looks like it's like on a hill. So like this area right here looks pretty flat. So I should stop searching this area. So I'm going to try and find a place with more hills in the elevation. So this neighborhood looks like it's different. So let's see if this has elevation. This looks also pretty flat. So this area right here is also pretty flat. So I don't think we're going to be in Fullerton. Maybe something more north could have some more hills. So we're going to go more north here. This neighborhood makes some more sense, I would say, but it's still not really. It's
pretty flat,
sense.
yeah.
And like the housing here, like you can tell like the architecture is similar. So it does make me think that
they are bungalow. Yeah, he's got a point.
Close because it has this
Chat,
kind of
you
like
live
same
here, huh?
vibe. Like architecturally, but
Bungalows.
I don't think it's there either. So what we're looking for is the rock
Any
walls
San
out front.
Franners?
It's gonna be the most identifiable thing, especially quickly. Like these houses look super close. Like I definitely don't think it's gonna be San Francisco.
He's pretty fast. 17 minutes. He's getting close.
That has to be it. The thing that confused me is there is a dirt path in between this concrete and the road here. But
this was filmed in the 90s, I think, or the 2000s? I don't know.
Looks like this is 2007, so 3 years after this was filmed. There is
it was in 2004.
some grass there, and it looks like there could have been grass here at one point.
Yeah.
The best way to confirm this is just go to 601 on the street and see if that's the house down. It should be like right here somewhere, but it's within 50 meters. 601. That's the house.
That's the house!
Okay, we have the neighborhood.
He found
This is a
it!
1-to-1 match. The flowers are there and everything. So
Oh my
you can
god,
see
you
it's
found
the
it.
exact same. So I'm gonna assume that the 613
Dude, there's some guy living there. Rainbolt's just stalking him.
is accurate. Oh wow, it's gotten a facelift over the years, but
Yeah, actually.
I'm curious.
I love when you can find Google Maps like this where you transition in time, man. I love that stuff. It's kind of neato.
Let's get to like 2012 and see if you can see the trash cans that are these the same? E296999. E296999.
Oh my god, I found it!
So that's the exact same trash can. So
No
I think that
shot.
confirms that this is that house right there. Even if it doesn't have the exact fencing above it in the 2007 coverage. Could see it has like that green door too, but this tree is covering it and I can't really get an angle on it. This camera quality is so bad that it's kind of hard to tell to confirm anything 100%. But I think with that house right down the street, this being 613, and that exact trash can being right across the street of this, I can confirm that I found both this shot of it rolling down and its initial shot here rolling down in the neighborhood. But what's interesting is that this shot is actually 10 seconds before the other shot and it's rolling downhill, when if it was actually chronological, it's going the opposite way of the house it was going to, because it started here and then 10 seconds later it's here. So, I mean, obviously, I'm not expecting the Chef Boyardee producers, directors to make the perfect story to make perfect sense, but it's always fun to look at these type of things, to know that the can was indeed not rolling in the same direction consistently. All right, so what I'm gonna do.
I wonder if the person that lives in this house, like now, knows that they filmed the Chef Boyardee commercial, like nearby. I have to wonder.
Now is I'm going to find every single shot after this until we find the exact house. Hopefully everything is within this neighborhood. So what's the next shot after this? It's a dog barking at the can. So we're going to be at the corner of probably somewhere close by of these two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark every location that I get into this app that keeps track of everything. So far we are right here.
This guy's crazy.
So it looks closer. And right here. So it started here, 10 seconds later it got here somehow. And the next shot is on the corner with the dog barking behind the fence. So is it just this one? No fence there. Let's go back to 2012. There is a fence there.
It is!
And
bro, this guy's a detective!
that is the fence the dog is barking at. Or barking from. Let's confirm. Yeah, this will be it. We have this small tree right here, which is this tree right here. This tree is that tree. And even like the ventilation right there is the same as that right there.
Actually.
So we have 3 locations so far. So far it went from here to here, but it was rolling down south here. And then it became here. Okay. next shot. After the dog barking, what do we have?
Some
this shot
pink
is probably
flowers.
just the flowers on here. So it went back to this house for some reason. Okay, we have a dirt
Ooh,
path.
a
Wait, this is the
path.
same house that's in the shot, I think, later, isn't it? Yeah, wait, that's the same house. Okay, so this is 2 locations. So let's find this. So it has like this alley in between the 2 with a corner little sidewalk there with a white fence and the garage. All right, so I'm just gonna scan around a similar area.
I don't know how he
hopefully
does
that
this
we can
one.
find it. But it's best to go back to like 2012 coverage to have the most accurate time because things change over time, obviously. So, and 2007 is too bad quality. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, that was easy. We're making good time here. I said
That
sub
was
1
so
hour,
fast!
but I guess it makes sense that they filmed all the locations this close together. So that's this shot right here. It's actually 2 shots. So this shot right here is actually back there.
Oh, yeah.
And we can
in the
confirm
alleyway.
this with this sign that we can see right here.
Toxic speeder.
There's that sign, and then the 1-to-1 with
Yo,
the
Rainbow.
garage door
By
panels
chance,
with
Dad.
this like sidewalk that curves like that. All right, next shot we have. This looks more difficult. Okay, it's still going to be
Barbecue.
on the main road somewhere nearby because it has like the same 2 paneling sidewalk. But what's different about this is that this looks like a sliding door, and this on the bottom.
Yeah, it's like a, what is it called? When you can close it off, the
Bottom
gate.
here looks like it allows this door to slide as well. So it actually might be easy to find because it probably will be a full gate close to the sidewalk. So if we just look for that, it should be close. That's my first hypothesis here. But we're gonna have to go back to 2012 for this. And I'm just gonna do a walk around the neighborhood until I find a fence.
Oh my god, no
Is that
way.
it?
Oh my god! He's so
That should be
fast!
it. It's 3 years later, so it looks like they moved out. But this rock, I think, is that rock right there. The quality is so low. Fun fact about Google Street View quality in 2007, they actually made it so bad on purpose because they didn't have the technology to blur people's faces and license plates, I don't think, at that time. So they actually just made their quality so bad that...
Dude, when I was a little kid, that we would have Google Earth on the laptops and we would like drop them on the Earth for fun and then like run around in, Google Earth. Yeah, we'd be so bored. That's the only thing we had, and like Marble Blast and shit.
They didn't need to have the technology to blur it because it was already so bad it blurred itself.
Yeah, blurred.
Okay,
So
this is it. Yeah, this is 100% in the right place. It curves like that. Okay, so it looks like they're staying really close to home here. And this is the shot that we just found of them on the other side of that. Okay, this guy's outside mowing.
You have to
on
find the
hill again.
house.
So I wonder if we're going to be close to the hill that we were on initially, because it is going downwards. So let's go back to this street, go back to 2012, and let's look for this house going down.
Oh,
I think
is that
that's
it? Yeah!
Yeah, it's literally this house. Dude, I'm speedrunning this. I think I'll be able to do this in under an hour. Yep, that's that.
Yeah,
that's
that's the
same.
palm trees too.
Okay.
Look at the palm trees.
And then what I think this is, which is the house that the Chef Boyardee goes into. So this is kind of the final bang here. Okay, so yeah, this is at a corner too, because you can see the corner. So what I'm gonna do, it's not this corner. Don't think it's this corner because this looks too big. Yeah, not that. This one, is it literally this close? There it is.
Yep. That
Chef
palm
Boyardee
tree
house.
again, the really big one.
And then it rolls into the gate, which is this gate right here. Here's the exact gate.
Yo, he talks like a bunch of people's houses. You find a bunch of schizzos like, hey, did you know you live in the house that was involved with Chef Boyardee's edge?
That it rolls into.
I bet you.
Oh yeah, and then we get into the backyard. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for this to confirm, because I don't think, can we see over the fence? I don't think we can see over the fence. Barely. Wait, can we?
Oh.
This is
I
tough.
just-
I don't think we can do that. What I want to figure out is if the same exact house it goes into, they kept the same house when it rolled in the previous shot. Because that'd be kind of funny if it's like a completely different house. And it would also make this video a lot harder. So, and we've been lucky so far. So, yes, the obvious next step is to look at the Zillow.
No! Wait, $9.45 for 3 3 bedrooms, 2 baths? This is actually LA, chat. $9 million almost for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. 1,800 square feet. That's insane. I could never.
Listing to see if they have photos of the backyard. It's
like, don't get me wrong, it's a nice place, but $945,000? 9 million? Oh my fucking god. I said 1 million, man.
a little weird, I would agree, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And there it is.
Oh, there it is!
That is actually, they actually use the same house. You can see the brick trimming right here. There it is, the white. Yeah, this is, everything here is 1-to-1. We found the house, but actually the next big question, I think, is the inside the same? Unless they like completely remodeled it, it looks completely different from the interior. Wait, we can actually see the outside from the inside here. And there's like that brick trimming right on the
Nah, you could tell it's been remodeled. It's like
the door there.
They're pretty different.
Which we don't have brick trimming there unless it's completely... Wait, do we have it in earlier in the video? I mean, the brick trim is...
Unless they filmed it in a different house, which would kind of be a waste of time.
There, but it doesn't look like it makes it to the top step. So... That is actually, this is actually the like a different set or like a different inside, but the flooring here with like the triangle with like the diamond and the square is actually the same. Okay, so now the real question is, what was the exact path that this can took in the neighborhood, and did the can go from the Bay Area to LA? If this video gets 50,000 likes, I'll do a video trying to find the store that it came from so we can get the exact path and the highway and everything like that. But I'll do this one part real quick. All right, so it starts at 601, which is right here. And in this video, it's rolling downhill. So it's actually going towards the house already. So in this shot, it's already right at the house that it's going to in the end.
Yeah, I got the dog shot,
it goes back up to the fence up here, which is the opposite direction it was rolling the shot before. And it's going eastbound in that shot, which actually has no sidewalk there. So it's actually, it could technically turn right here and
actually technically this in commercial's inaccurate
and go back downhill.
This guy's a nerd!
Which is where it is in these flowers, so that could potentially make sense. And from there it goes to this alley right here, which is the opposite direction of where it was going, which was down here last time. And this makes sense, because then after that it goes here, and then goes back down right here. And then goes back up to where it just came from. And then goes down to this guy mowing his grass, like right here. So it's making circles. And then eventually this one does make sense. So it goes from here downhill to the house, which is right there. Yep. And then inside it goes.
The $1 million LA house.
This is fun. I didn't think I could do it in under an hour, honestly.
I think the most horrifying part of this video is that knowing that this is $1 million.
But the directors made it pretty easy, and they kept it all within the same block. And I'm glad I trust my instinct on, if you're making a major commercial, it's probably going to be in Los Angeles. Also, please guys, the people in this house have no correlation to the commercial at all. So I did my best throughout the video to hide the address, but I do not condone anyone going here and pestering people that live there. Or please just allow this to live in its internet bliss. Okay, guys, put it in the museum and let it live there. Let's not touch it, okay? But yeah, this is fun.
I bet you people still do, even
if you guys have any other commercials or movies or something that you want me to track down, comment them down below. If not, if you guys enjoyed this, subscribe or don't. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
I love Rainbolt. He's so fun. I love his TikToks. His editor always like roasts him and stuff. That was great. Guys, check out RAINBOLT. RAINBOLT.